Hey everyone, this is Herrick bringing you another episode of Action Figure This Out. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Mattel Masterverse New Eternia He-Man. Now, I picked this guy up at my local comic book shop, Heroes Comics in Canada. I grabbed him along with the Alpha Commando Snake Eyes 2-pack, McFarlane Superboy, and Jay Garrick. So thanks for Heroes Comics for hooking me up. Before we get started, let's just take a quick look at the packaging. On the front, you're going to see the figures through the window, along with all his accessories. He comes with an extra head, an extra pair of hands, the power sword, an axe, and a little knife that you can put into his boot. It says Masterverse at the top, and at the bottom it says Masters of the Universe New Eternia He-Man. On the side, you're going to see a portrait-like picture of He-Man in his classic Mark Taylor design. On the back, you're going to get another picture of He-Man, a portrait-like picture, again with the same classic Mark Taylor design. You're going to see a little bio for him and the other figures that come in this wave. On the side, it simply says He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. And for anybody who needs it, here's the barcode at the bottom of the box. Perfect. Let's action figure this out and take a look at this figure out of the packaging. The most powerful man in the universe explores the world of Eternia, seeking to stop the sinister Skeletor from forging the Scimitar of Chaos. He can feel it in his bones. He must find the megalomaniacal madman and put an end to his havoc once and for all. The fate of the universe demands it. So before we get started, let's just take a quick look at the height of this figure. So, in inches, He-Man stands at roughly around 7¼ inches, a little under that, which roughly equates to around 18 centimeters. A little over 18 centimeters tall. So that's pretty decent. So right away, I'm just going to say that I've been looking forward to getting this figure for a while. This is a badass looking version of He-Man. He comes with quite a few accessories. So he comes with a power sword, a battle axe, and it's all molded in just all gray. But this looks like the one that came with the 40th anniversary He-Man. He comes with a little knife that you can store into his boot, an extra pair of hands, so he has an open hand. He has a fist hand, and he's got two grabby hands, and he comes with a helmeted head. Now this was the one that came with him in the package. I just took it off and switched it out for the unhelmeted head because I like that look better. So it's pretty detailed, so that's good. Now this figure has some badass looking shoulder pads that differentiate him from the classic looking He-Man we got in the 40th anniversary. So as you can see, there is a design on them, and that looks pretty good. The design looks really nice. It's well detailed. So this figure is absolutely amazing. I love how badass this figure looks. Even though it's pretty much the same as the 40th anniversary He-Man, he has notable differences though that make him quite the unique figure on his own. I believe that this is the same body as the Revelations He-Man, just with a different head and a different loincloth. His unhelmeted head looks pretty good. It's not as classic as the 40th anniversary head, but it's still really good. I'm definitely going to be displaying him without the helmet. This figure is based off the classic Mark Taylor design that initially was going to be his look. Overall, I'm glad that I picked this figure up. I've been wanting to get this version of He-Man since I got into the line. Just like the other figures, you can take off all his armor, so if you wanted, you could switch out his armor pieces for other He-Man armor pieces, but why would you want to do that? This armor is so badass and it looks great. So if you want a closer look at his head, his hair looks pretty good. It's well sculpted, and the chest piece is really reminiscent of the classic cross that he usually has, But this is nice. Now, as you can see, the shoulder pads do have this design on it, the same design as on his chest. So that's nice. And if you look on the back, there is a piece where you can store his power sword. It's not a sheath, but it's like a little loop that you can put his sword in. So that's nice. And just like the other He-Man, this gauntlet is free floating. It floats kind of whichever way you want it, whichever way you need it. So, alright, so now that we've taken a closer look at this figure, let's take a look at his articulation. Alright, so in his neck and head, he has a dumbbell joint, which gives you the ability to look up this much. You can look down all the way. You can look side to side, no problem. 360. And he has a decent amount of tilt. Not too much, but a decent amount. For his shoulders, he has a hinge, which gives you 90 degrees. He can go forward, no problem. Going back, no problem. He's only hindered by that shoulder piece when you get to the top of his motion. He has a bicep cut, which gives you 360 degree rotation. A double jointed pinless elbow, which when you utilize both joints, you can get a little over 90 degrees. And he has a hinge in his wrist, which gives you the ability to hinge in and out like this and rotate 360. So, in his diaphragm, he has a double ball peg, which gives you the ability to rotate around like this, all around. He can look forward, lean forward this much. He can lean back this much. He can lean side to side this much. And he can rotate 360 degree, well, not full 360, but he can get a lot of rotation in his diaphragm cut. For his waist cut, okay, he can rotate 360 degrees, rotation, no problem. For his hips, he has ball joints, which give you the ability to do the splits this much. Okay, he can kick forward this much. He can kick back this much. And he has an upper thigh cut, which gives you the ability to rotate 360 degrees. He has a double jointed pinless knee, which when you utilize both joints, he can almost kick his own back. He has a boot cut, which gives you full 360 degree rotation. And he has a hinge in his ankle, which gives you the ability to hinge forward this much, hinge back this much, and he has a forward-facing peg for a rocker. Perfect. So, now that we've taken a closer look at his articulation, let's take a look and see how he compares with other figures. Alright, so first we're going to take a look and see how the new Eternia He-Man stands next to the 40th anniversary He-Man and Skelegod. Alright, so next we're going to take a look and see how new Eternia He-Man stands next to new Eternia Beastman. So I think that's going to be about it for today. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Action Figure This Out, where we took a look at the Mattel Masterverse, Masters of the Universe, New Eternia He-Man. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews of your favorite action figures. As well, don't hesitate to leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite character in the He-Man Masterverse? Again, this is Herrick with Action Figure This Out, signing off.